Hello, this is Jalaras from Jalaras Studios. You know, I'm a huge Sonic fan. I watch Sonic X on YouTube all the time, and I've been playing the games for as long as I can remember. So when I heard that there was a new Sonic cartoon coming out, you bet I was excited! The Sonic Boom franchise is meant to be a different continuity, that is, its own timeline apart from the main Sonic games. This, in theory, gives the creators a lot more freedom to mess around with the characters and stories. On the whole, from what I've heard, the games haven't been doing very well, but I'll save that review for another day. In this review, we're going to be going through Sonic Boom Episode 1. I'll make some jokes, and at the end, I'll sum up my main thoughts on the episode, how good I thought it was, and whether or not I liked it. But before we go on, I feel it's only fair to warn you that there will be spoilers, so if you want to avoid those, watch the episode first. And so, without further ado, let's blast through with Sonic speed into Sonic Boom. And so we get our intro, which is probably the shortest one in cartoon history, and the cartoon starts. By the way, did anyone ever notice that when Knuckles punches the ground, a volcano erupts in the background? What, is that going to be his new power from now on? And so, our adventure begins as they bravely play the teaser trailer footage. For those who don't know, these first few minutes debuted months ago as a teaser for the series. It's pretty basic stuff. They run around, Eggman threatens Sonic, and reveals his new killer robot.
Prepare to be destroyed by Burnpot!
So what, he's gonna burn me with flamethrowers or something?
Flamethrower? No.
Oh, acid? Incendiary grenades?
No. Claws! Yes, claws! Very painful claws!
And after that stirring introduction, the two of them start to fight, with Tails showing up in his airplane to give support. But as luck would have it, it seems that Burnbot wants a Fox and Plain sandwich for breakfast.
Tails, no!
But unfortunately, Tails seems to have been hurt pretty badly in the crash. But don't worry, burns and fractured bones are no match for the power of... bandages.
I've got some great news. You, my friend, are taking early retirement.
Early retirement?
Yeah.
And so Sonic fires Tails from being a sidekick and gives him some truly good advice now that he has so much free time.
Play lots of golf and spend time with the grandkids.
I don't have grandkids.
Well, now's your chance to get some.
Sonic, are you sure you want to bring this sort of thing up? I mean, Tails really hasn't had it so good when it comes to romance. Sonic starts setting up help wanted posters so that he can get a new sidekick. Look, even Eggman gets one.
Sidekick tryouts. All qualified candidates welcome. Best candidate gets the job. Resume and references required. What fool would want to be Sonic's sidekick?
Is that question supposed to be rhetorical?
Enjoying his friendship.
And so, the job fair continues on like normal as what looks like half the cast of Animaniacs shows up. But unfortunately, none of the candidates really seem to fit the role. That is, except for the last one, who's a mysterious Cape figure who seems to be a shoo-in for the position. But then, it's revealed that the candidate is none other than...
Tails?
So even though the bandages are gone, which obviously means Tails made a full recovery, Sonic tries to stop him from applying for the job. But Tails points out that on his flyer, it says,
All qualified candidates welcome. Best candidate gets the job.
"See, Sonic? That's the problem with being vague. Anyone can take advantage of it." Speaking of which, Eggman shows up, resume in hand, and ready to apply for the position. Speaking of which, don't you just love how Eggman has a resume but nobody else does? It kind of makes you wonder what was on it.
Not a real doctor, a PhD, but still,
You can't be my sidekick.
all qualified candidates welcome.
Okay, fine.
Because there aren't really any other candidates, Sonic is forced to test both Eggman and Tails, along with this squirrel, beaver thing. I don't know, we'll just call him the Squeaver from now on. Anyway, Sonic takes them all to the first test.
Alright. Being my sidekick is no easy task. This competition will test your strength, stamina, and endurance. The winner will be whomever makes it through all of the unimaginable hardships.
How? All they're doing is leaning around on hoverboards, and as for all the unimaginable hardships of the racing course, the goal isn't that far away, and goes through what must be the most least dangerous testing track of all time. In fact, Tails is more in danger from Eggman and Squeaver than he is from anything else. Seriously, is the next test going to be them running through a shopping mall to get a chili dog? Although that I could actually understand. No one really knows how good those things are. Tails and Eggman do battle over the position of Sonic's sidekick and eventually take to the air.
Nothing I can't handle.
Tails, did you not learn anything from the last time you were in a plane and in close proximity to Eggman?
Actually, I'm just gonna lie down in the fetal position and weep.
True drama at its finest, folks.
Give up, Eggman. This job is rightfully mine.
I'm not here to be Sonic's sidekick, you nincompoop! I'm here to get rid of you both once and for all!
And so it's revealed that Eggman is really trying to destroy Sonic and Tails. Wow, never saw that one coming. He even brought along Burmbot, which manages to shoot Tails out of the air yet again. This, unfortunately, causes Tails to crash into the winter portion of the jungle. Yeah, seriously, there's no middle ground. They're in the jungle, it's nice and sunny, and then suddenly they're going over snowy ground and they're at a frozen lake. They don't even comment on it. Are climate changes usually this drastic? Sonic confesses that he only wanted to protect Tails, even though he still let him try out for Sidekick along with Eggman.
How? By putting me in more danger?
The plan had holes!
Gee, you think? And Eggman reveals that he actually did upgrade Burmbot so that his name makes sense. Unfortunately, Sonic doesn't get out of the way in time and he lands in the water. Tails says that he's too heavy to lift, and then proceeds to do exactly that 10 seconds later. And Burmbot is finally defeated once and for all.
I'll be back with a new robot who has an accurate name and super laser eyes, and he'll feed me ham. Evil ham.
Hey, but why stop there? Why not have it serve evil back rubs, or evil meatloaf? Or, if you want to get real extreme, let's have it serve evil cookies.
Evil cookies.
Sweet! I'll go get the evil milk!
No, we haven't gotten that far yet. Sonic and Tails watch the sunset and... Oh, what the... Snow! Dirt! Snow! Dirt! Jungle! Snow! Dirt! Gah!
7 days a week. But you get your own plane.
But Sonic, how are we gonna pay for the one that I trashed? I got a deal to appear in the Wreck-It Ralph sequel. Those sort of things always get the fanboys to throw wads of money at me. But here we see that Amy isn't too happy with being passed over for the position.
I demand a callback!
You know, oddly enough, this is actually pretty calm for Amy. If this were the normal universe, Tails would have to hide out for a month until she finally stopped trying to smash him into a fox pancake.
Knuckles, what's wrong?
Oh, come on. There can only be one real explanation.
Oh no! The Master Emerald's gone!
And Knuckles Jr. isn't working out.
Okay, I guess that's a reason. Not a good reason, but a reason. Come to think of it, does the Master Emerald even exist in this world?
Oh. So you're saying you need I'm a crazy pizza man!
Oh, wait, you mean like this guy?
It's me, Mario!
Oh, when it does say,
Knuckalina!
And that was the first episode of Sonic Boom. How does it hold up? Well, I'll explain my thoughts in a few separate categories, and then I'll give a final overall opinion. So, let's get started. Story. The story is rather simple and predictable. You can probably tell where it's going the second Tails plane crashes. But with that said, it's only 11 minutes long, and it's pretty much meant as a vehicle for jokes, so it's not that bad. Nothing to write home about, but it's not bad. In my eyes, that gives it a 7 out of 10.
Comedy. Since this show is meant to be a comedy first and foremost, it would stink pretty badly if the jokes were terrible, wouldn't it? So, are the jokes terrible? Well, no, but they're not pee your pants hilarious either. I sort of think they're in between. Some of them are pretty good, but others are just sort of, hey, yeah, that's a bit amusing, but not enough to make me laugh out loud. That said, I can't really think of a single joke that was bad. It's just that there were only a few that I can think of that actually made me laugh. In an 11-minute format, I suppose that works, and I have high hopes for the series in the future. It doesn't break new ground, but it does provide a solid base for the series to build on. I give it an 8 out of 10.
We'd have to change your name, though. I'm thinking Knuckles Jr.
Animation. The animation looks very good. There are a few moments where it looks a bit cheap, but those are few and far between. On the whole, this is a very impressively animated series, with how diverse the environments are and how fluidly the characters move. Color me impressed. I give this a 9 out of 10. Another thing I'd like to talk about that's not necessarily part of the review is the redesigns. When these redesigns came out, people went nuts. Most people were crying ruined forever, while others were more accepting. And to be honest, I'm of the more accepting type. I'm not sure I'd want the main Sonic games to adapt this look, but for the cartoon series, especially one that's trying so hard to establish its own look and feel, I actually think that it works. Each character suits their role well, and yet is still identifiable as themselves. Of all of them, the one that had the most hate directed at them was Knuckles. And yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but I also think the design isn't as bad as a lot of people say. Final verdict. This series may not be the next big thing that will redefine cartoons as we know it, based on this episode at least, but that doesn't mean that it isn't enjoyable. If you're a Sonic fan, then I highly recommend this series. Just keep an open mind and remind yourself that this is meant to be a new take on the Blue Hedgehog and company. The jokes may not all make you laugh, but a few should at least make you chuckle. To any of you who aren't Sonic fans but are curious, I say give this a shot. It's not the best cartoon, but it definitely can be enjoyed. This episode gets an 8.5 out of 10. For what it is, it's pretty good, but don't expect it to redefine cartoons as you know it. Hey guys, I hope you liked this review, and if you did enjoy it and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. Also, in the comments, tell me what you thought was good, what you thought was bad, and just what you think I could improve on. Or if you want, you can go and check out some of my Minecraft animated videos. It's not hard, just click one of the links there.